Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and my regular amazing guest, Lisa Marree, is with me again today. It's going to be awesome. Tell all your friends and share this out. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, the Master Connector Show, Hope 107.9 Radio, and the Alzheimer's Association. For more information on the Master Connector Show, go to themasterconnector.show. And for more information on Hope 107.9 Radio in Albany, Oregon, go to hope1079.com. And finally, for more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to give to this amazing organization, go to alz.org. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. So glad to be with you today. It's going to be an amazing show because anytime we have Lisa Marree on, it is great. So much value, so much amazing conversation. So looking forward to that. So just want to start off with just hope you're having a great day. You know what? We here on Marketing with Russ, we're all about connection and community building. And I have on amazing people. This is all about how amazing people connect. And, you know, some people ask me, what does connection have to do with marketing? Well, everything in my mind. So I'm a firm believer that connection and community building is the foundation for any good marketing plan, any good business, really any good life. So today you're going to find that we have one of the best connectors on, Lisa Marree, and she's amazing. So I love to connect. RussHedge.com is a place to go. I keep it simple. If you know my name, you know how to get to me. RussHedge.com has all the information about me, all my connection links, everything you need to know. In fact, you can even schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom with me. I'd love for you to do that. So also, we are growing on the YouTube page. It's getting more and more bigger community, and I would love for you to be part of that. Make it simple. marketingwithruss.live. If you know the name of this show, you can get to my YouTube page. There you go. marketingwithruss.live will get you straight there. You can subscribe. In fact, why don't you go up and open a separate tab right now? If you have not already subscribed, subscribe today because you will get so much value from people like Lisa Marree out there that is just, I'm telling you, it blows my mind sometimes, the amazing friends that I have. So go there today. I would appreciate that. Also, love for you to share this out with your friends. Tag your friends. Let them know because, you know, we all get busy and we need a little reminder. So if you share this and tag, they go, oh, that's right. Marketing with Russ. Lisa's on. I knew that. I want to watch that. So there you go. So thanks for doing that today. Also behind me, you see Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. My other books are all available. A couple places. And guess what? They're available at russhedge.com is one of them. And you can also go to Amazon online booksellers and pick up copies there today. Love for you to do that. So One thing I love about every Monday and Thursday is that we do the marketing tip of the day. It's just a little snippet, a little tidbit to help you be encouraged and move you in the right direction to help you with your marketing, your business, and your life, everything you're doing. And so I think you're going to like today's. It's very simple, but I'm telling you, it will change your life. So are you ready? Here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Look for the good. That's right. Everything you're doing in life, if you look for the good, you will find it. You find what you're looking for. In fact, your brain rewires itself to look for what you really need. And so, looking for good things and positive things are going to make them show up in your life. I understand life's not perfect. I understand that life is not always good and happy. I get that. I've been through my share, trust me. But when you are looking for good and positive things, you're going to find them more often than not. You truly do find what you look for. The perspective you have on life is drives your thought process, your actions, everything you do. So whether it is in your business or your personal life, if you want it to go better, if you want it to be good, look for the good. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there we go. That gets cut out, put out separately on social media, it'll be on YouTube Shorts, all of that. You can share that all by itself. I know there's simple little things that I put out on the marketing tip, but I think it's so crucial because it helps you in your life and everything that you're doing. And when you're helped in your life, it helps you in your business. So there you go. All right, let's get Lisa Marree in the room and get this show started. There she is. Ta-da! Woo! Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
I am fantastic in Tomorrowland. Thank you so much, Russ.
Yes, it is. I know it's always nice to have a glimpse in the future. I
Indeed,
like
it's very bright.
you're
Literally, 'cause
always
the sun's
with
out.
me. You're always looking in the past, but I'm always looking in the future. So, well, listen. For those people that don't know, I think most people know you well by now. But if they don't, who is Lisa Marree? What are you up to? What are you all about?
As I always say, it's a very loaded question because there's a lot to Lisa. But the short version is I help people become limitless. And what does that mean? To basically live well, body, mind, and soul. I've been a medical scientist and holistic health practitioner for 30 years now, but I specializing in helping empower menopausal women because I'm there. And it can be a very stormy road, but what I do is I help them have a complete power pivot and conquer that hormonal weight gain and conquer those stormy symptoms that you go through so we can really truly live well, strong, lean, happy, fit, healthy, and see this next chapter of life as our best chapter.
That is so awesome. Well, I love that because we put so many limits on ourselves, right? We really weight ourselves down. When life gets heavy, a lot of times it's of our own doing. I don't mean all the time. I get it. Things are happening to us. I get that. But, my whole phrase, life happens and then you choose. If we choose to look at things in a bad way, a negative way, like I said, the opposite of my marketing tip of the day, it's going to weight us down. It's going to limit what we can actually do, where we can become more limitless if we are actually looking for possibilities. I'm like I always tell you, I'm trusting God every day for great things. I'm expecting wonderful things to happen. And, hey, when they don't, oh, well, I was looking forward to good things. So that didn't hurt me at all. Right. So I think this whole limit thing, too, a lot of it is self imposed, don't you?
100%, well, 1,000%, yes. I'm just going to shift my curtain open because there's a little cloud that's come across. We're in our monsoon season, so it can be sunny one moment. We have like a coastal squally shower come through, and then the sun's out and it's all steamy and balmy all over again.
Crazy.
So I would love to these self-imposed limitations. Now, this started when we were kids, because we were told, don't touch that, you can't do this, sit over there. You know, we were starting to get conditioned from our parents, who were conditioned by their parents. And so, you know, it's really generational. But what I think the scourge of social media these days, and the comparisonitis that is really rife online, of all of this perfect. I don't wear makeup. I'm 55. I don't wear makeup, but that's a representation of the healthy lifestyle that I've led, is that your skin is basically a fingerprint of your insides. And so, you know, I get sad that people think that they've got to put filters on their pictures, and change the lighting and wear makeup to look different to who they truly are. So with regard to everything that you've said in your little marketing thing, look for the good as well. And I'm going to bring Jim Rohn back into this. Okay, we're starting early today in Jim. Normally we
All right.
tag him in at the end.
That's it. We love Jim.
Yes, bless him. You said, look for the good. Jim would say, are you a fault finder? Because we may not feel good about ourselves, and other people might pick on our flaws, we then become habitually looking for the faults and flaws in other things and other people. And when we take on the fact that we're imperfect creatures, we will never be perfect, and that I'm doing the best I can today, then that you know, it's like that optimistic attitude that you have as well, Russ, is that you are always expecting good results, and then if they don't pan out that way, then you've actually still lived in an optimistic way, rather than living miserably every day, right, wondering what are they going to be like. Yeah. But hey, it's day by day. And so I think that's just such a really powerful mantra to live within yourself, is look for the good, and understand that the only limits we have on ourselves is the ones that we've put on ourselves, the story that we've attached to it. And it's all a lie.
Well, it is. And, you know, let me jump in there, because it's interesting, because, you know, life is a journey. And I love that phrase, because it's how we choose to live the journey. And so often, you know, people say, I don't want to get my hopes up. No, I want my hopes to be up. I want to get my hopes up all the time, because I want to live that part of my journey with my hopes up, just like you're talking about, staying positive. Now, that's easier said than done sometimes. Sometimes it's hard, right? But if that's what we're always striving for, more of our journey is going to be lived up. And if it doesn't pan out the way we thought, oh, well, you know what? That's when we adjust. Life happens, and then you choose which way we're going to go. What are we going to do, right? Based on what just happened. But, you know, when you're waiting for the other shoe to drop all the time, and you're always waiting for those things to happen, then you're living on the downside, waiting for that, instead of living on the upside, getting your hopes up. And I think those are what people need to think about. There's more time, I think, in between all of these events than we realize.
Yeah. And you know, I'm looking at your pull up behind you of your befuddled book. Live the life that you choose.
Right.
Every moment we make decisions. And so are they decisions on, Jim always says, we're always in motion. You're either moving forward or moving backwards. So which direction are you going in? And there's a quote that I giggle at, because he used an example of, you walk into your rich friend's apartment that's beachfront, and you're negative Nelly. And sorry if anyone's name is Nelly out there. That was just a phrase. And then you say, wow, the taxes must be high. You know, you're not even enjoying the beautiful oceanfront panoramic view. You're worried about, oh gosh, your taxes will be high. It's just you know, which side of the yin and yang are you living in, the darkness or the light?
Right. And I think that, the reality of life is people are, um, are usually one way or the other. People, their personality is either, a little down or a little up, the glass half empty, glass, mine happens to be the glass spilling over. And so that has been my greatest asset, though, in going through the things I'm going through, because God blessed me with a personality and an ability to churn through life in a positive way and to really enjoy things for the most part, even through struggles. Now, I'm the first to admit that there are times when it's hard for any of us, even me, that I have my downtimes. It's, we've said this before, Lisa, and I'll just put that out there again. We all have that time, and it's okay to not be okay sometimes. You just
Always.
don't, yeah, but you just don't live there, right? It's okay to be that way. You got to embrace your true emotions and reality and things that
Yeah.
are happening, and you got to process things, or
You have to
or that
process.
makes it worse if you don't. But if you live there, that's where the problem comes in, right?
Yes, yeah, for sure. Because what you're doing to your entire being is lowering the energetic vibration that we have. And me doing the nerdy science thing is everything is energy. Like looking down the microscope at cells, they're vibrating energy. We know that for a fact. And when we live in this depressed state, not depression, but the depressed state of our being, then that lowers our immune system. It lowers the proper hormone functioning of our brain and the neurotransmitters getting sent out. And so it's a slippery slope from there on, and you don't see the brighter side of life because you live into that victim mentality. That's a harsh word, but people live there. And the worst part is that they can't see themselves there. They don't know they're there because they're so stuck.
Right. Boy, that's exactly true. I mean, because we all have blind spots, right? And some of us have more than others. And there goes again, a lot of those are self-imposed based on the way we're looking at things and all of that. But even if we're doing good and we're keeping a positive attitude and good perspective, we're still gonna have blind spots. We're still gonna miss stuff, right? And so I think that, that's why it's so important. I think, when it comes to life and attitude and all that, just like Jim Rohn would say, you're the average of the
Average
five
of the
people
five.
closest to you. And I love that because environment is everything.
Yeah.
Environment's everything. Who are you hanging around with? What kind of a situation you're putting yourself in? That is going to drive a lot of who you become because you absorb that from other people, whether you intentionally do it or not. It just happens. If you
Yeah.
throw yourself in a whole community of horrible people, you are going to become not such a great person because you're in that environment. And let me give you one short example in my life. So I grew up, amazing parents, great life, was a good kid, went to college, and suddenly I was grown up. And what everybody was doing was okay, but it wasn't really okay. I was getting myself in trouble. I was doing things I shouldn't be doing. And so what happened was because I put myself in that environment, then I started thinking, oh, well, everybody says everybody in my everybody, right? Because it's not everybody, but in my everybody was, oh yeah, this is fine and no big deal. So this is what ends up happening. And I tell you, you've got to guard against that. You got to guard against that. And I came out of college, met my beautiful wife, and got myself in a much better environment. And of course, God had a lot to do with that. But in fact, he had everything to do with that. But it got me in a good environment and that changed what I was absorbing every day. And
Yeah.
so, yeah. And so that's the thing that people need to think about. If you want to help your attitude, how you think, if you're having troubles thinking positively, well, hang around positive, upbeat, happy people, right? Because that's
Yes.
going to help you a lot, right?
Yes, yes, for sure. And it's the mob mentality, because you're stuck in that energy. But also from the perspective of science, we're organic matter, and it's osmosis. So we sort of become part of our environment. If you're a healthy person and start hanging around a few people that you really enjoy their company, but their habits are they drink and they eat bad food and always get takeout. And all of a sudden you find that when you're hanging out with them, you're doing that as well.
Right.
That's how easy it is to slip into that really unconsciously. And so Jim always said, guard the doorway to your mind. And the only way you can do that is by all sorts of things through prayer or mindfulness, personal development, taking courses. It can be free courses in personal growth, and like YouTube is one of the most incredible free resources on the planet of
Yeah.
listening to people who can help take us to where we need to go by being Jim always said, if you want to be rich, healthy, and happy, go and hang around rich, healthy, happy, successful people. And in fact, even if you don't have much money, take a rich person out to dinner, shout them, and listen, because
Yeah.
that will be your biggest asset that you can do.
Yeah, no, that is so true. I think that people don't understand the value of all that you just said, and that was amazing, by the way, because you need to get yourself with the people that you want to become. And it is so easy to fall into, I'm blessed with my beautiful wife and daughter eat really healthy and help me, and are very concerned about me as well. So we're in this cycle of eating healthy, right? And which is great. I mean, I have to do that. And
Yes.
so that's a good thing. But it's so easy to fall out of those cycles of taking care of yourself, exercising or not exercising. And when I was hanging around, when I was young and I was around guys that always were working out and were really, wanted to be fit and, be, in good shape, it drove me to be fit and in good shape. I wanted to be that way, right? Because that's the kind of people you're hanging around with. And so, yeah, well, first of all, everybody needs to read or watch on YouTube, like Lisa said. Jim Rohn has amazing, amazing resources still out there,
Yes.
all over the place. And you know, by the way, on YouTube too, Marketing with Russ is there, so you can watch Russ and Lisa all the time. That's a good resource. But yeah, no, I think that I think it's a matter of, again, coming back to intentional living, right? Intentional living. What are we intending to do? And then living and taking action on that. Part of that, it starts with, again, getting yourself in the right community, getting yourself around the right people. And, if you're not living up to what you were hoping to live up to, a lot of that can be changed by you all by yourself. And that is getting yourself in those right surroundings and environments with the right people that can help you change. Right, Lisa?
Yeah, a lot of people who are living in a funk, they're just
Right.
they're just stuck and unmotivated, is because deep inside, generally, they know they are not living to their full potential, and
Right.
it's like letting out the air of a balloon, and so you got to get uncomfortable. You've really got to put yourself out, and it's 5 seconds of courage, little decisions, constantly. And that 2 weeks of pain or discomfort or sleeplessness or body ache or detox, gas, whatever it might be. But you do get over that, because your body's just saying, thank God you are getting that crap out of your system and doing something healthy for yourself.
Right. Well, you must have watched, we bought a zoo recently. because I love that quote there. It's like 12 seconds of insane courage. That's is all it takes.
Yeah.
And he tells the story about how he met his wife, and it just, I think I might be off of my number of seconds, but I love that quote because it's true. It takes a pivotal turning point. I was talking with a group today about that defining moment, that rattled awake moment. I was in on that first book, and we're got to write about that, a moment where you're making that change, but it takes that insane courage for that short amount of time just to make that change. And
Yeah.
you're right, it's not always easy. In fact, when it's hard, you're on the right track, because when it's hard means you're pushing things and you're making things happen. And so that's a good thing. Okay. Well, I can't believe it, but we're already wrapping the show up for today. So what I want is to give you the last word here and let everybody know, of all the amazing gold nuggets and value you dropped today. Try to sum it up into what you want people to really remember from today's conversation, and then remind everybody how to get in touch with you.
Sure. I will open that up by saying I had horrific beginnings, and life was tough. I ended up not being a very nice person because of all the abuse that I had. I was a very sick person, but I was sick and tired of living in that place, Russ. You say you get to the point, that defining moment, and I when I made that decision, the moments of decision will change your destiny. And that was a powerful decision 20 odd years ago. And literally my life was just on a trajectory upwards, because I never wanted to be that person or live that way again. And I'm obsessed with helping people. I love helping people, give them the tools and show them how to get unstuck and be the best version that they can be in
Right.
this beautiful life that we have.
Amen.
And how
That's
you
right.
find me is like Russ. We are very beautiful, simple people, lisamarree.com. And it's MARREE.com. And I'm on
Yeah.
LinkedIn as well, under my name.
And you're definitely going to want to link up with Lisa Marree, because if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you want to make a positive change in your life, Lisa's the person you want to go to, and you want to connect with her today, because I'm telling you, it takes somebody to help you move in that direction. We are better together. You need community, you need people, but you need people that help you spearhead that. I talk to people all the time, about coaching, and so many people are like, yeah, I don't need a coach. No, everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach or a mentor, or somebody that is a strong voice in their life, because we cannot do it by ourselves, right? There's a lot of stuff that we can motivate ourselves and drive ourselves to do, but we need each other. And so everybody, I want to encourage you. You need to reach out. You need to contact Lisa Marree today. Her LinkedIn has been scrolling below the screen. And she has her website up there. It's also been in the show notes and in the comments today. And so you can click right on that and go right to her, and I highly recommend it. So, all right. Well, listen, as always, it's been amazing. I'm going to say goodbye. Hang tight for just a second in the green room, and
Thank
I
you.
will see
Bye,
you
everyone.
again next month, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, this has become an ongoing series because Lisa has so much value. And, I am always wanting to be in community with people like Lisa that have a positive mindset, a positive perspective on life, and that have come out of a lot of times rough challenges we've all had. And maybe some of us are still going through, but you can make it out of that. Because you know what? If you're watching today, you've made it through 100% of your worst days. Why? Because you're here still. And so, you know what? What does that tell me? That tells me that, you know what? There's brighter things ahead. There's brighter things ahead for you and for me. And so today, I just want to encourage you, reach out to Lisa. Also, just a reminder, if you want to get in touch with me, I would love to get in touch with, have you get in touch with me today, and we can Zoom at russhedge.com, or just contact me on any of my social media, email, phone number, whatever. You can text me, you can email me. Would love to get in contact with you and learn more about what you have going on. So with that, remember, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for your listening, viewing pleasure. This also does convert to audio podcasts. So after we go live, it sits on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook forever and becomes a video podcast. Then it converts to audio podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all your favorite podcast platforms. And I would love for you to share this with other people and let them know Marketing with Russ is on every Monday and Thursday. And so until next time, have an amazing, amazing rest of your week. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.